In the Morgan Dollar series, one of the more unique stories is that of our nation's only Southern mint down in New Orleans. The New Orleans Mint would strike the Morgan Dollar from 1879 until 1904, but it would be plagued with production issues throughout its time striking the iconic silver dollar. Thanks to these production issues, finding Morgan Dollars with the rare O mint mark can be one of the harder things today for silver dollar collectors. To make this easier for you guys, we have put together a pair of the first and last Morgan Dollars struck by the New Orleans Mint in the history of the New Orleans Mint. This is the 1879 and 1904 O Mint Morgan Dollars that are still in beautiful, uncirculated condition, despite being at least 119 years old for the 1904 and over 144 years old for the 1879. That first year of issue coin, the 1879, is item number 9051194. 9051194. And while our limited supplies last, this first year of issue coin is just $129.95. And at that price, we are more than $245 less than our nearest competition for the same beautiful uncirculated silver dollar. Now, the last coin issued by the New Orleans Mint in the Morgan Dollar series, the 1904, is item number 9051350. 9051350. And we are just $89.95 each for those final year of issue O Mint Morgan Dollars. And at that price, we are at least $90 less than our nearest competition. When it comes to collecting, firsts and lasts are always important, especially when you talk about a series as unique as the O Mint Morgan Dollars are. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, abccoins.com. Head up to the search bar on the top right-hand side of the page, and for that first year of issue coin, put 9051194, or if you want that last year of issue piece from 1904, 9051350. These O Mint Morgan Dollars are getting harder and harder to find every single year, and that's due to the fact that the Morgan Dollars struck at the New Orleans Mint are known for being some of the poorest examples of Morgan Dollar designs in the entire series, which means finding a true uncirculated piece after over 119 years makes these coins true collector's finds. Now let's talk about why the New Orleans Mint was known for such poor strike quality in the Morgan Dollar series. That's because the New Orleans Mint was known among Morgan Dollar collectors as the hand-me-down mint. And that's because for all of the Morgan Dollars produced at the New Orleans Mint, at no point did they ever use a brand new coin press or die. All of the dies and presses used by the New Orleans Mint came secondhand from the Philadelphia, San Francisco, and even the fabled Carson City Mint. That meant that all of the coin strikes at New Orleans just could not possibly compare to those struck by the Mother Mint in Philadelphia or the Old Granite Lady in San Francisco, who would go on to create some of the finest examples in the entire series. Due to this status as the hand-me-down mint Morgan Dollars, when it came time after the 1918 Pittman Act to melt down silver dollars, many of the O Mint Morgan Dollars were the first ones destroyed. Because if we have to melt down silver dollars, why don't we melt down the ones that we all agree don't look as good as those San Francisco Mint beauties? Now this means today true uncirculated pieces are harder and harder to find, and when you do find them, they can cost you a pretty penny. The 1879 O in uncirculated condition with our competition costs upwards of $380 when you can even find it. And for the 1904 O, those retail for over $175 when you can find it. That means at just $129.95 for our 1879, we are more than $250 less than our nearest competition. And for our 1904 O, we are more than $85 less than our competitors' prices. But let's talk about just how rare these coins actually are by breaking down their mintages and population reports. In 1879, during that first year of issue, they would strike a grand total of, apologies, I have the wrong number written here. Let's jump to the population reports. Just 28,848 are known to exist today with NGC or PCGS in any condition whatsoever. When you break that down against the mintage, it means just 1 in every 100 coins struck by the New Orleans Mint in 1879 are still known to exist today. And here's that mintage. It is 2.8 million total Morgan dollars would be struck at the New Orleans Mint in 1879. That means despite it being that first year of issue, it would still rank number 5 out of rarity by mintage out of all 26 Morgan dollars struck at the New Orleans Mint. When you compare the 2.8 million total coins struck against the 28,848 coins known to exist today in any condition whatsoever, it breaks down to less than 1% of the entire mintage. The actual number is 0.99992% of the entire mintage. For the 1904, the last year of issue, they would strike just 3.7 million total Morgan dollars. That has this coin coming in at number 6 out of all 26 Morgan dollars struck at the New Orleans Mint, and number 42 out of all 97 Morgan dollars struck, regardless of mint of origin. However, despite having 3.7 million total coins struck, NGC or PCGS today have certified just 310,524 of these coins known to exist today in any condition whatsoever. That's from VGs all the way up to stunning MS64s and 5s. When you compare that to the 3.7 million total coins struck, you get just 1 in every 12 coins struck by the New Orleans Mint back in 1904, or less than 8.5% of the entire mintage. And remember that 1904 has a higher population solely because people all realized that the last coin struck by the New Orleans Mint would be one of the most highly sought after. And thanks to the new 2021 Morgan dollars that were released, the O Mint mark is more sought after than ever. Because those who paid close attention would realize that in 2021, the 100th anniversary of the Morgan dollar to peace dollar transition, the coins released by the US Mint that featured that O Mint mark didn't actually feature an O Mint mark. It was an O Privy mark, because they were not actually struck at the New Orleans Mint, which does make sense when you take into account the mint closed a long, long time ago. That meant that these coins still are the first and last ever to feature the true O Mint mark. And if you act fast tonight and grab both of these coins with us, not only will you get 2 stunning pieces of silver dollar history, you'll also save over $330 versus our nearest competition. That means that you could buy 4 of these coins with us tonight, 2 1879s and 2 1904s, and still save over $110 versus just 1 of each coin with our competition. Coins as iconic as these at a value that good are not going to last long, so please call in now and grab yours before we sell out. But with the phone lines backing up, it looks like we got to move on. Let's see what's coming up next.